are about to happen. We've seen these clashes during the past month in Toronto, in Stockholm, in other cities in the world. Everyone knew that this was going to be a real clash, and that there is going to be violence. And the leaders of the community have urged the police not to allow this event to take place. And instead of listening to the warnings of the community itself, the police not only allowed this event to take place, it also did not make the proper preparations for the clashes, and the police was not prepared. I mean, there is no justification for using live ammunition on demonstrators.
Oli, but people question the relevance of such violent protests here in Tel Aviv. Eritrea is often referred to as the North Korea of Africa due to its totalitarian regime. How does this regime really affect the Eritrean asylum seekers, both in Israel and worldwide, those not living inside the country, inside Eritrea?
Many Eritreans have fled the country, have fled Eritrea during the years because it is known as North Korea of Africa. It holds one of the most suppressive dictatorship led by isias afewerki, and Eritreans have been fleeing the country, and instead of receiving asylum in the countries, in Israel, they are not acknowledged as refugees as they should have. They do not receive any rights. And on top of that, the Eritrean regime continues to haunt the refugees, the asylum seekers who have fled the country via the embassies, the Eritrean embassies around the world. Now we see that in all the countries, there are people working with the regime in the different countries. They are intimidating the asylum seekers living in that country. We've heard of threats of violence against asylum seekers who have been living here from the supporters of the regime who are also here. So people, instead of having some peace and quiet after this very hard experience that they have been through, running away from home, going through terrible experiences on the way, yes. Instead of having peace and quiet when they reach their asylum state, they are still haunted by the regime that they left.
Oli, thank you so much for joining us today.
Emmanuel Bid Miriam is an Eritrean writer and analyst. He joins us from Washington, D.C. Thank you very much for being on Al Jazeera. First of all, this violence seems to be linked to Independence Day festivities. I mean, should it really be up to the government to organise them rather than be community-led? Because that seems to be a major source of the tension here.
Well, first, thank you for having me. And I think the narrative is very skewed here. First of all, it's not for the independence of Eritrea. The independence of Eritrea is on May. This is the Eritrean festival. Its legacy stretches about since the 1970s. Eritreans have been gathering, conducting these festivities in Bologna, Italy. And this is how Eritreans have managed to come together, stay together in the diaspora, and supported each other, got to know each other, got informed about their communities. And they do it every year around the world. And it is targeted because they want to target Eritrean identity. And I think that the narrative is completely skewed when you say that these are Eritrean asylum seekers. These are Eritrean asylum Eritreans, and they're fighting with each other because they are pro-government or anti-government. This is not correct. These people are from Tigray, from the northern part of Ethiopia. And just to give you a little bit of a historical context, in 2002, after the Algiers Agreement was decided and majority of the land
سمعوا منتهي بلالو حوات بحكي زقرم نقاريو زيوم سي كاب تقراي زموت يوم بلالو بليس سمعوا زي تاريخي زي زتردقوا من اسيو زتردقوا من اسي إرتراوي جن تقرايو قليو اندابلكا بزح نقرات يقبرالو I think زي كحسبوا زقبو نقري إذا كله نتهاجر بزح نقرات زخافر الله بزح نقرات نتهاجر زوفي اللايو سلازي أب هاجرنا سلام يلن ناتسنت يلن فريدم أوف سبيش يلن دابله نمسلو على زلو من اسي I think زي كمزة عينة زلفها بتعمل زقرم عينتي كمزة عينة زلفها ترأي فلتني سلازي نزمن اسي كم إرتراوي مجمريا كم إرتراو قبلوا خلوا لهم حسابه سمعوا لهم كل نقرات كريو لهم مالتي سلازي رأي وسمعوا إرتراويان هيكونون تقراوت يوم إثيوبياويان يوم قريب ولا لا
that was contested ended up becoming Eritrean. The TPLF decided to wage war by other means, and they called it no war, no peace. And at the heart of the campaign lied, they wanted to ensure that the economic sanctions, hardship on the Eritrean people, but most importantly, they focused on the youth because they don't want them to defend the country. They also want to make sure that the country is emptied
right.
of its youth.
Sorry to interrupt there, but the situation has become so bad that the violence overseas has seen a number of countries try to ban these festivities. Germany, for example. I mean, why is the government persisting in holding them when clearly there are such great divisions between government supporters and people who are against the government?
Well, again, they're not against the government. These are people.
سلامنتايم معرخ اندزي تفعل اليوم زلو تفل اللي بخميو تفتقروا إلي حتى الله رئيس موا
from Tigray that are extremely angry after they lost the war in 2020 and 2022. They got decimated. Over 1 million Tigrayans were dead. Now they're angry. These are the people that feel entitled, felt entitlement, and they're enraged because their sense of belief is destroyed, and they're angry and they're lashing out.
طيب لالو تግራይ ሲ ኣብቲ ናይ ዝሓለፈ ዝነበረ ኩናት ኣብኡ ስለ ዝተሰዕሩ ሕጂ ብዙሓት ኣብኡ ከዓ ብዙሓት ሚልዮናት ስለ ዝኸሰሩን ስለ ዝሞትዎምን ካልእ ነገራት ክሳራ ስለ ዘጋጠሞም ሕጂ ንዕኡ ነቲ ክሳራ እስታይ ንምግባር ሕርቃንን ገለን ስለ ዘጋጠሞም ንዕኡ ንምምላስ እዮም ኣብዚ ዝፅዕሩ ዘለዉ ይብል ኣሎ I think ኩሉ ሰብ ክፈልጦ ዘለዎ እዚ ምስኡ ዘተሓሕዝ ኣይኮነን ምናልባት ኣብዚ ዝሓለፈ ኩናት ትግራይ ብዙሕ ከሲሮም እዮም ፍሉጥ ነገር እዩ ከሲሮም ክበሃል ከሎ ከዓ ምእንቲ መሰሎም ተቃሊሶም ምእንቲ ሃገሮም ከዓ ደው ኢሎም እዮም ግን እዚ ናትና ኤርትራውያን ንገብሮ ዘለና ቃልሲ ግን ምስኡ ዘተሓሕዝ ኣይኮነን ንመሰሉ ነቲ ኣብ ኤርትራ ጎዲልዎ ዘሎ ስርዓት እቲ ጎዲልዎ ዘሎ freedom of speech ኩሉ ኮታ ንዕኡ ንምቋም እዩ እዚ መንእሰይ ኤርትራዊ እዩ ትግራዋይ ኣይኮነን ብሓፈሻ ትግራዋይ ክንብሎ ብምንም ተኣምር ክስርሓሉ ዘይብሉ ነገር እዩ
grief and anger, and they are not Eritreans. And like I was saying earlier, in 2003, the Bush administration pressed Israel to accept these people as refugees and ended up accepting them. And most of the people that came through Sinai at that time were people from Tigray, and they were refused asylum, and Eritrea did not want to accept them because they're not Eritreans, and they were being sent to Africa, to one of the countries in Africa, in Rwanda.
Yes.
And the Rwandans were taking money.
Why?
Go ahead.
Sorry, this seems to be quite generational. Those that remember the independence struggle and the younger generation that feel no real affinity to the country they see as repressive. I mean, don't you need the youth of Eritrea to continue to have a future as a country?
Again, it's a misrepresentation of the facts. The Eritreans have been celebrating. They are organized. They do this every year. These are families. The people that came to attack these communities are hooligans and terrorists.
بملحسو جقنا خندنا اندحر ادين فوتو خوينا مسانا دقنيسي دوموني كتعيه فتيخي انت عين بدد بديلونا خيدوم سحتي مسلم كمزي مش ديت تبع عينتا اكايدا دخول سباترينا
منسي نتس كل عين تبلع نجر تتوقاس نجر بوملو كل كارا شقوط عبد قسقس دحرجي مزيوم صوت هذا بحال نجر يلن ترديهم من ازي سيلف ديفنس نفسك مكل خاليزي نعنا ولا حدا ولا بحق تمصنا ولا تقددنا ولا حردنا ولا تتكوسنا لهم ولا حق تمصنا نايزوم سبات زيهم فيديو شحن ميت ندقوم فيديو تتحيز له سلازي ازي سيلف ديفنس نعنا كنرعد يبلنا
your blue t-shirts aren't dressed the same way. How does that make you feel when you believe that your own money is being stolen back home?
That's why we're screaming here. Us, we're better because we're in Canada, you know. We can eat 3 meals or 4 meals a day. We have family back home. They live by a coupon. It's a coupon. You get, if you have 4 family, you get 4 bread a day. Water is limited. How many times you can take a shower? Electric is limited. And if you dare to talk about him, you go to jail and you disappear. No chance to get out. If you flee, there is 2 border countries. One is Sudan, one is Ethiopia. If you flee, shoot to kill the soldiers on the border. So these young men, they have nothing to lose, to tell the truth. They're just done. They left all that suffering, pain and suffering from Eritrea. And they come here, seeing this lady dressed in thousands of dollar dresses, fix their hair, makeup, going to the hotel, to sleep in an expensive five-star hotel. How would you feel? That's why these young guys are just screaming and yelling. I'm just glad the police was here because I don't know what would happen.
I know you can't get into the mindset of those 2 women, but when you have protesters, demonstrators outside here, clearly very vocal, very upset, why would 2 people who are being opposed just walk amongst you like that? Why would?
That's how the dictator is. The festival party they make is the music. If you listen, the lyric is calling us. They're not Ethiopians. They're foreigners. We're gonna kill them, hunt their family, kill their brother, put them to jail. All the lyric of the music is it will make you sick to your stomach. Hate speech. Little kids, Eritrean kids, they were born in America, in Canada. They teach them how to shoot. There is a video. They teach them how to shoot. You know, we don't even know how to explain to you. So for them, seeing us here crying and screaming, them walking through us dressed like that, it's like disrespecting. Yeah, you're not gonna do anything. Look at us. You're on the street. We're on the hotel. That's what it is. It's a message they're sending. If you don't listen to us, this is what's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna listen to you.
It really does. You can feel the tension and the anger in the air, and I think what you described really explains exactly what people are feeling.
That's exactly because for me, I lost my mother, my brother through this dictator, and seeing, I don't know what I will do. Seeing her in a restaurant sitting in front of me, God knows what will happen. And I'm not even suffer what those young guys suffer. I left earlier. I've been here 20-something. Those guys, the torture, I don't even know. There is no country in the world what our people are facing. If you leave you get shot. If you live there, you get to. We have a war. There was a war. I cannot say we have a war. 2020, the Ethiopian government decided to go fight against the northern Ethiopia, against his own people. The Eritrean government sent young soldiers, over 60,000, to help the Ethiopian government and vanish in Ethiopia. Dad. Nobody. Most countries, they tell the dad ones, they tell their parents, they tell everybody, your kids are dead. Who survive, who get injured, who is alive. Not in Eritrea.
Let me ask you this. The women that were dropped off from that limousine, do you think they may not have known what was going on, or do you think that was intentional, that they wanted to walk in amongst the demonstrators? What's your thoughts?
They know there is a lot of way in the hotels they can walk away. They purposely came where we are. They purposely came through us. Look at them. This is the family as we speak. So they are walking exactly because they think there is nothing can stop them. So they know we're screaming, we're yelling here, saying no to crime, no to genocide, no to child soldiers, you know, no to killing people, jailing people. But to them, it's a joke. Because for 30 years in Canada, all over the world, they've been doing it. So now the young Eritreans came here, they say, we're not going to watch it here. We're going to stand up. We're going to be a voice, the voiceless. We're going to fight for our people. They don't like that. They do not like that. They're hungry. They're upset.
What is it you hope, aside from the message you want to get out there, what is it you hope to accomplish?
Well, the message I hope to accomplish is this Eritrean diaspora living in Canada to say enough to him. It's our country. It's our people are dying. Say enough. Instead of telling us we are not Eritrean, we're from this, we're from that. Help us to get rid of him. We need, if you like Canada, if you wanted to live in Canada, in a peaceful country, why didn't you want your people to be in the same? Not even the same, maybe half of the life we have here. Why would you want your people to be killed, raped, murdered? So you live in Canada, collect money from Canada, send it to him to buy weapons, to kill people, to send child soldiers to different countries. Why would you want to do that? So we're asking these people to join us, saying enough to this criminal, enough to this dictator. So we can stop this. Our people can have a life, can breathe, can stop, can eat, can do everything, you know, what other human being in the world. There is no human right in Eritrea. So nobody speaks about these Eritrean mothers, fathers in there. All their young children are fleeing the country. So the sinners, there is no sinner home in there. There is no sinner hospitals. They're dying. Every day in my community in Kitchener, you hear somebody die.
And you think that the glamour and the glitz is all rubbing it right in your faces? That's
what it is. That's what it is. Just telling us you can do nothing.
The epicenter of the Tel Aviv riot. Virtually every stick of furniture in this venue has been smashed. The PA system has been toppled from the stage. Tables have been overturned. And the damage is estimated in excess of $500,000. But it's the damage to community relations which could be the bigger cost.
It will take us 6 months to recover from this. Everything is destroyed. What they didn't destroy, they stole. They even took my bicycle.
The intensity of the violence between rival Eritrean groups has sent a shockwave through Israeli society. And not for the first time, the government is talking about deportation.
What happened yesterday crossed a red line. It's a riot. It's bloodshed. These are riots we cannot accept.
The business owners whose livelihoods were shattered during the riot agree that supporters of the Asmara government should have their status reviewed.
Those who support their government over there, what are they doing here in Israel? They should leave. The others who are refugees, there's no problem. We will protect them.
Many Israelis are not unsympathetic to the plight of refugees, but on the evidence of the last 24 hours, many Israelis also believe that those responsible for the kind of damage and vandalism that was seen on Saturday should be deported. The question is how and to where and how soon? Paul Brennan, Al Jazeera, Tel Aviv.
ሰላም እንዳለና ኢና አነ ሓራይ أنا شو بيسمى راح أقول سبحان الله وتقول لكم مسامنا هذا كعدينا مسامنا وانا جزا ولا شو بس مرايا بندر وين ودا عدينا عين هذا تيو لك سنجوم لقينا في التياتنا مالك أنا حجي أبان برجيدنا حمودية أنا أبان برجيدنا حمودية نتيجة برانا حجي نزي حنسا حجي ميت قورنا حنسا بازارونا حجي أتي أفضل حجي بعلمية كده نزي برجيدنا حمود من السياسة لزوجنا عبد المسيح والحاجة نقدر عندنا ندرس سوا ده يكوننا نحنياتنا بجزيرة تسويكم يكون عدلكم مريحكم ناقم نوي حجزيكم حجينا احنا بعدنا من السياسة تسينا نسأل نكالس نزلنا نروحنا يبلناكم نحنا نبلزلنا إيدكم من أجركم ترى أقولنا تعذبتون مغنياتو أبداً بتقومكم لازم بتقوم كندا جزيرة زبالة شوكم بمن السياسة أوتكم إسلامكم إيداكم من أغاكم كتبكم لنا يندلي قالن أنا كما هي كل نجار زرد عني كل نجار زفدت كندا أدمز أقولك عن السمري تبي عمرها الجيش قاعد يزعبا جميل يزعبا زوجنا نجار بقى لكن قبل أنا بزعبا ورقة عني حاسبني مغنيات بعدي حاجرين أبوين عدين يسينا وسيد اللقابية أنا بزعبا ناي كندا من بال حلمية بالليل بزعبا ناي أوروبا من بال حلمية بالليل مغنيات بعديو ناي حاجرين من بال حلمية سينا زلوك مغنياتو أبا هاجري كلوبرز قب عني أبا هاجري كهانشوز قب عني أبا هاجري كسوحوز قب عني زي إحنا من نسي أنا أبي أوروبا مشي ورقة كخل عيلة تحمل نو يبر مغنياتو كندي حواتي أنا أب سهران أب بحر كبيرة التي مغنياتو أنا فأتوي حسبي قوي فلتني عن أوروبا خبزة مغنياتو يحواتي كندي أب سهران أب بحر كبيرة التي أنا سلوك بزعبة ورقة كنا قول يا بلي مغنياتو بزعبة تتحيرون تأثيرون زبس بزل هزبي مغنياتو عالم إسران حدا قبل الزمن عندها اللغة ولا بينو أبدون قرنا زمن برزلو هزبي بزعبة يدحاسب زلو بزعبة تأبدكم زلو هزبي يدحاسب زلو بجاك أتبخينات راي زفلت هزبن بل سلام كسانة زي منشو هزبي أنا بزعبة يدحاسب مولي الجي سراب نتيها بزعبة أنا نقدر يقلت زارب الله نقدر فرق مولي أنا وسريحة من إسرية جينا سريحة ويسرح اللغة عملاق بزقل نزول حد بزعبة نقدي أجي أنا بزعبة
Welcome back to the channel, Mami Mo.
Yo.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right. This is going to be good news or bad news?
I don't know.
Maybe it's bad news. Actually, there's a video we saw yesterday, remember? Not yesterday, it's I think a few hours ago, where Eritreans were punching each other, throwing stones.
I remembered.
You know, it's really bad, on my opinion, to see African people throwing each other sticks, stones, whatever. And like me and Mami Mo, we love Eritrea so much.
Very so much.
So the reason is that when we are making this video, we actually don't know what happened. You know, according to the video we saw. And we tried to look for the reason what happened. But according to what happened is, according to the statement, officers from the embassy of Eritrea, I think in Israel, I don't know where, but this is from Israel Times. I think it's Eritrean website where the Israel news.
Oh.
So they tried to arrange an event, and I think there was a misunderstanding, and they demonstrated at the embassy. Something happened. But after that, what happened in Eritrea, like people were seriously hurting each other, throwing stones and like
fighting each other.
You know, so we are going to find out. And actually, if you know the reason what happened,
tell us in the comment section.
Thank you, man. That's why I want to like with you now, man. You're so serious, and tell us what happened in the comment section. Join our conversation and you know what happened. So we are going to see some videos with you guys, and it's really bad. Because I don't want to see any Eritrean get hurt. I'm one of the innocent and very good people that we've been around, you know.
I know.
And I know people talk about them bad, I don't know. But for you, as we, is there any problem?
No.
But anyway, let's see, babe, what happened. And we are going to give our own opinions, as always. And we see, really, it's not cool to see our friends, we call brothers and sisters, like fighting. What was the reason? We don't know, but tell us the reason. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe. We're almost 1 million.
Yep.
We're going to make 1 million this year. We know we're going to make that. If you're new.
To make a 1 year million. No, as in 1 million in this year. Isn't it?
We can do it.
I know.
Anyway, let's go into the video. Join us And if you want to follow her on TikTok, actually she's a TikToker. That's why you rarely see her in the videos.
Seen anyone following me, you people. I'm Debbie930, as in Debbie930.
Debbie930. That's her TikTok. And you can follow me on Facebook. Team Pause Uptown, that's my page. The link is in the description. You can go to my Facebook account, my Instagram, Pause Uptown. I'm not a TikToker, but in the future, I think you will inspire me. Right? Anyway, let's go join the conversation in the comment section now. As always, this is the first time actually we do a video from this channel.
Yeah.
And I always give a shout to the channel. This is not a video we are making for fun, actually. We make it for education and entertainment purpose for sometimes, but it's going to be an educational video. So please don't strike. This also give us strike.
Yeah, please. We beg.
Anyway, let's go to the video and see what really happened, because it's like the people are attacking the officers, you see here. Yeah. And it's really bad to see a picture like this. We don't know what actually caused this. That's why we are here. We want to know what happened, you know. Yeah. Let's go.
سلام تخطاتلتنا channel كما يكنكم كما تكونوا سنة كتكونوا وتر من يوتيوم ذا فيديوز قبل زلخو أبزوان زي زر زلو ويكا هذا برتع زخانة بأسن أجرجرن ويكا إسرائيل أب تل أبيب زر زلو مخنيات دما أبير إيرتراين أو فيستيفالي قبل زلو أب تكباب بتاع دراج قبل زلو أبزوان زي دما.
See, people are protesting, and I don't know, like, it was crazy. I don't know where they got the anger to start hitting at the officers.
It's really it's festival.
Look at that. Look at that. This is crazy.
No, this one I'm gonna show you. Very brutal here.
The brutal one. That's a brutal one. No, I don't understand.
Why are they fighting?
And look, they choose sides, you know. This is another side, and this is another side. The others are wearing blue and red. See?
حنصب حنت كريكم سلزلوقية بالتعمي حدقنيا كونتاتي زلوا قاللكم ريقم مخيتهلو.
I can't believe this.
Really sensitive كونتاتي عن الرزالة.
What's happening? What's the reason?
سلام يزازم مطرح قاتبل.
Why are they putting on same color, blue and red?
That's where it comes so
That's too bad.
Wow. Look at that.
زتري وزلهم very حدقنيا كونتاتنا نرزلنا برتع زخونا متفنانن باسن اغرغرن I'm really sorry كريكم ايدلن.
There's a guy who's in the corner, you know, like that one. He almost got injured and he's seriously throwing stones.
باسن يقاطمكم زلو كرداكم الى زريكم زلو زي it's crazy نريا زلنا.
It's really crazy. This way actually. Nah.
So, it's very sensitive information. This is not normal.
Okay, we aren't going to show much, babe. This is not the videos we do. These are not the situation we're supposed to share on our channel. But sometimes you have to listen to people. You have to give your own opinion if something happens. And mostly when you know something, we need to talk about it.
I know.
This is the reason we built this channel. So, I don't understand. This is really serious.
Very serious.
It became from one gang attacking, like a fight between officers. It became between two gangs.
Yes.
And people are going to get hurt here. For whatever reasons, it's not really cool to put violence first into anything, and I don't believe this. And I wanted to do this video with Mommy Mom, and we don't know what happened, and we're going to know. And if we know in the comment section, we're going to make the second video, and we tell really our opinions are. But when you see Africans being hurt, and most Africans has homes, like we have homes. They can come back at any time.
I know.
You know? And there are many things they can do here. Because In the news we saw, babe, it's like the asylum seekers. So we are people who just seek for asylum from different countries or look for places where to live, when actually we have our own homes.
Exactly.
Guys, you can come back at any time if things go wrong there. If you think you can, you never found what you wanted there, it's okay to travel. It's okay to travel. Go check out what's outside there. But if you think what you went for is not there,
Come back.
there's always a way to start again from home. And it's actually easy.
I know.
What are you saying about that? Tell me something. Because me, I'm speechless. Like, I don't want to see Eritreans hurt like this. I don't want to see any African being hurt on a foreign country. These are the same people who give you asylum, and at the same time, they will give you a deportation in any minute when you make something wrong. But no one is going to deport you from your own home, bro. Nobody.
Nobody.
What do you think?
It's terrible.
Bad.
Too bad, as in, to see two gangs, I've seen them putting them red. That means there is two away, like two gangs. Both sides.
No, babe, look at the way they are holding. Those are big stakes, stones. I think there's punks and weapons.
Too bad.
Few days ago, few weeks, there's one Eritrean software developer who was kidnapped. Actually, I never made anything about that news, but I'm following, and that guy went to work for Netflix.
Yeah, right.
I know Netflix.
You know, if Eritreans are very smart, and when it comes to software, web developing, you know, they are very smart. So he was hired to go and work with Netflix. But after working there for a few months, I don't know how long, he took an Uber and disappeared. His name is Johannes. I don't know what the next name is, but I remember he's called Johannes.
እንታይ እዚ ሰብ ብዙሕ ዝፈልጦ ነገር የብሉ ብዛዕባ እዚ ኩነታት ተጋጢሙ ዘሎ ብጣዕሚ ሓሪቑ ምክንያቱ ኣፍሪቃንስ ከምዚ ከጋጥሞም ኣይብሎምን ኣብ ዝኸዶ ስደት ከምዚ ከጋጥሞም ኣይብሎምን እዩ ዝብል ዘሎ ምናልባት ኣብ ካብ ሃገሩ ተሰዲዱ ሲ ኣብ ካልእ ሃገር ከዓ ከምዚ ዓይነት ነገራት ከጋጥሙ ይብሉን ዝብል ዘሎ ግን ብዝያዳ እቲ መበገሲ ኣይተረድዖን ክኸውን ይኽእል እዩ ቀንዲ ናይ ኣፍሪቃውያን ሽግር ከዓ እቶም ኣብ ኤርትራ ኣብ ኣፍሪቃ ዘለዉ ዲክታተራት እዮም ነዚ ቀንዲ መንእሰይ ዝስድድዎ ዘለዉ ኤንወይ ስለዚ እሶም እንተ ደኣ ብሓቂ ነቲ ህዝቢ ነቲ መንእሰይ ሓቂ ዝገድሶም እንተ ደኣ ኮይኑ መንእሰይ የላ ኣብዚ ሕጂ እዋን ኣብ መንጎ መንእሰይ ደላይ ፍትሕን እቶም ደገፍቲ ዝበሃሉን ዓብ ግርጭት ኣጋጢሙ ኣሎ ስለዚ እንታይ እዩ እቲ መበገሲ ስለምንታይ ኢሎም ንርእሶም ከም ብሓድሽ ክሓስቡላን እቲ ዝደልዮ ዘሎ መንእሰይ ከዓ ክሰምዖ ክኽእሉ ኣለዎም ማለት እዩ እንተዘይኮይኑ እቲ ክላሽ ኣይደኖ ከመይ ክቐፅል ብኸመይ ክቋርፅ ብጣዕሚ ከቢድ እዩ ስለዚ እቲ ቀንዲ መበገሲ ከዓ ሓደ ዲክታተር ስለ ዘሎ ንህዝቢ ናፅነት ዝኸልአ ሰላም ዝኸልአ ስለ ዘሎ እቲ ቀንዲ ፕሮብለም ማለት እዩ ነዚ ዘይኣምን ሰብ እንተ ደኣ ኣሎ ኮይኑ ከዓ ልሓንቲ ትብሎ ነገር የብልካን ናብ ልብኻ ይመለሰካ ኢኻ ትብሎ ትኽእል ማለት እዩ ስለዚ እዚ ብጣዕሚ ዝሕዝን እዩ ከምዚ ዓይነት ነገራት ክፍጠር ዝሕዝን እዩ ምክንያቱ ኣብ ነንባዕልኻ ከምዚ ዓይነት ምቅትታልን ክፍጠር ብጣዕሚ ከቢድ እዩ ግን ከዓ እቲ ዘሎ ኩነታት ብኸመይ ነገራት ከተረጋግኦ ትኽእል እንተ ደኣ ኢልካኒ እቲ ኣብ ኤርትራ ሰላም ክህልዩ ዘሎ ስርዓት ብሓፈሻ ነቲ መንእሰይ ቆላሕታ ክገብረሉ እዚ መንእሰይ እዚ ናብ ሃገሩ ተመሊሱ ኣብ ሃገሩ በቲ ዝፈልጦ ቋንቋ በቲ ቋንቋኡ ብኡ ክመሃርን በቲ ባህሊ ናቱ ክነብርን ዝደሊ መንእሰይ ሰላም ዝደሊ ናፅነት ዝደሊ فريدم ዝደሊ ኣብ ስደት ክበል ዘይደሊ መንእሰይ ምዃኑ ከዓ በዛ ኣጋጣሚ ክሕብር ፈቱ ማለት እዩ ስለዚ በታ ንእሽተይ ዓቕሚ ግን እዚ ቀዳማይ ክፋል እዩ ኣብ ካልኣይ ክፋል እውን ፅቡቅ ጌርና ካልእ ዓይነት ትንታነ ክንህቦ ኢና እዚ ለላዕሊ እዩ እዚ ምልክተ ሓዘን እዩ ማለት እዩ ምክንያቱ ኣብነ ንባዕልኻ ከምዚ ኢልካ ክትከታተል ዝኾነ ሰብ ዝደሊ ሰብ የለን ግን በቃ ኣብዚ ሕጂ እዋን እቶም ፅቡቅ ኣሎ ሰላም ኣሎ ዝብሉ እንታይ ኢኻ ክትብሎ ብጣዕሚ ዝገርም ነገር እዩ ኤንወይ ሰላም ያምፃልና